Hello, good morning. We are here in Kissimmee Post-Surgery Center in Orlando area with one patient
New York.
from New York. How are you today?
Very good, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, she's looking for fibrosis treatment and she got already for a session, right?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell the other girls about your experience? How old is your fibrosis?
So I've had my first liposuction when I was 23, so that was 15 years ago.
15, okay.
15, yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
15
it's
years.
been a long time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And what you did 15 years ago? What is the kind of surgery? With traditional liposuction or laser,
So
plasma?
it was liposuction with laser.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And 360 and BBL?
Not BBL, but 360, yes.
Okay. And what happened after that? You got massages?
So I did get various massages, more than what they recommended, but I tried everything. The massages, but with time, after like the swelling went down, that's when I started to see the fibrosis. And it looked very bumpy and wavy. It looked like they had worked there.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't look natural.
Mm-hmm.
The skin was very tight. It was like adhered like to the, I would say like the muscle, and it just didn't feel normal. It was very hard. I tried the massages, cupping, radio frequency, enzymes.
Enzyme is talking about injections.
Injections, yes.
Okay.
That it's supposed to have 3 different components and it's supposed to break down the tissue, but I didn't see anything get better.
Any improvement?
Exactly, no improvement.
And Bella, what are
Bella
you?
Shape, I also did Bella Shape 3. And at the moment when they did use the machine, it looked like it worked. But then I guess once like the day went by, it went back to normal again. It looked again bumpy.
Well, doesn't mean that the machine didn't remove it.
Mm-mm.
And you told me that you did with a friend something about cupping?
Yes, I did a cupping too. It felt good because it felt like it was suctioning, so like if it was like detaching the skin, but it didn't help. It didn't help us either. I only did 1 session for cupping.
Okay, and after all this, you went through a revision surgery?
Yes, then I went through revision surgery. I would say 3 years later after the first one. So that was like 12 years ago.
Okay, so you did.
It did improve. It did improve, but I still had fibrosis left.
And what else you did after that?
Again, I repeated everything because they told me to do massages, so I did the massages. I did
Carboxy therapy.
Yes.
That means after the revision, you did again all the set of
Yes.
ton of massages plus machineries again.
Everything.
And
it didn't improve. It was just very painful, and it didn't do anything basically. Not that I noticed.
okay, and after that, what you did? So you were disappointed, I think.
Yeah.
And
then I don't know how you came into my page, into my Instagram page.
Oh, really?
And I
Okay.
saw all the like everything, all the before and after pictures.
the gallery.
The gallery, yeah, the gallery.
Okay.
And I was impressed, and that's when I reached out to you, and then you said that we're not gonna inject. There's no machines.
It's non-invasive.
It's non-invasive.
Uh-huh.
So I said, let me give it a try because I saw a lot of improvements, like with your gallery. I really liked what I saw, and I have faith in you.
And you
Yeah.
yes. Well, this is a good point. That is it's a non-invasive option.
Yes.
It's just in case you don't want to go through another revision surgery.
Yes.
That sometimes is not a real solution, right?
Yes, because I recently went to a doctor in Miami, and he saw me, and I was considering another revision, and he said that it can actually get worse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he was honest with me, so I didn't go that route. So that's when I decided to go with you.
Great. So the doctor told you that probably you're gonna go worse if you do another revision. Oh, okay. Well, it's a good point. I got a lot of people that they say exactly the same. You know, they went through another revision, and you know, every revision is worse and worse. Okay. So, well, now today we're gonna start the session number 5, back to back.
Yes.
And what is your opinion? This treatment is that like other treatment that you did in the past, or is something different?
No, it's very different. It's totally different. You use your hands.
My hands.
Yes.
And another thing, you know, and especially the technique. There is no massages. It's very, very unique kind of specific technique with patent in United States. And okay, so far we can't tell now exactly what is the percentage, because we are still in the process. But can you feel something, some improvement, something different?
Oh yes. So the thing that I like the most is that for the first time I feel like my skin is separated from the muscle. So what I didn't like was that my skin wasn't, like, it didn't flow. It was
With
like,
attachment, you said?
yeah, it was like attached. So it didn't feel natural. Now my skin feels normal. It looks normal. It's not bumpy anymore. Yes, I'm a little bit swollen, but it's obvious because, you know, we did work. It's tolerable, and I'm happy. We still haven't finished. We're only done 4 treatments, but I'm very happy with the results that we have.
Great.
And you do use numbing cream, so that helps a lot.
Yes.
Yes.
And also, well, we have then, you know, an ice and blah blah, so we can be helpful, right? But you can do normal activity. You don't need downtime and nothing.
Oh yes, I was coming back and forth. I was going in the pool. I was tanning and exercise. You can do everything, so it doesn't stop you from doing your normal activity, which is great.
Great. Well, this is something important to tell people, that usually when I do the evaluation or the consultation, the teleconsultation, I suggest 1 session per week. But of course, we have a lot of people from out of the state, even out of the country. I know that they can't stay here or back and forth. And yes, we have to do back-to-back session.
Yes.
And that's why it's a little more, you know, we're gonna.
Aggressive and stuff.
Yeah, we can say that because we don't allow the tissue to rest.
Yes, I know.
Yes, but still, do you think that worth it?
Oh yes, yes. I wish I would have stayed longer and done more, but I have to go back.
Yeah,
but it is worth it. It's worth it. You do see the improvements.
Yeah, you know, we have now. Also, we're gonna do later the testimonial, a person from Canada, and also we are receiving a doll from Australia. So it's something good, because a lot of people nowadays, they are looking for non-invasive option. Yeah, because when people, they come to see me because they have been trying everything and nothing happened, nothing was working. So well, with this is something that you can do it, and it's affordable, and the pain is, you can handle the pain because we use very good product, and always you will see the improvement. And 100% of the case, people say that they are better than before, and we can remove, of course, depending on how severe is the fibrosis, we can remove the fibrosis 100%.
Yes.
Well, thank you for your testimonial. Thank you for your visit. And something else that you want to advise the dogs with fibrosis?
Advise who?
The other dogs with fibrosis?
To come here.
Okay.
To come here and get the massages that you recommend, because I feel like finally I got the results that I was looking for.
Yes, especially because remember those that we have one technique to prevent fibrosis. This technique is to remove, but we have another one. I got two techniques we patented in the United States. I have one technique immediately after the surgery when you do the therapeutic plan, so you can prevent fibrosis. It's not just marketing, because I was reading other places that said, oh, technique preventing fibrosis, and they don't have any technique. Just they do they are copying my marketing. But we have a real technique that when you do this technique, you don't develop fibrosis. If just in case you develop some fibrosis, the guarantee my promise is I'm gonna do your fibrosis treatment free.
Actually, that's another thing that, since you're mentioning it, I would even come here, like if I was to do, let's say, lipo, I would come here to do just the massages right away with you, because I had 2 surgeries, and the 2 times I did the recommended massages, and they were, I don't know what they did, because I ended up having fibrosis anyways.
I understand. Well, remember, we have a technique preventing fibrosis.
Exactly.
So if you come to us immediately after the surgery, the day after surgery, we can apply the technique.
Yes.
And you don't need to deal with fibrosis.
Yes.
That is worse, more painful, more expensive, and of course, so you are risking your result.
Yes.
Well,
exactly.
so that's why we have 2 techniques we patent here, and that you can get the benefit of these 2 techniques. Well, thank you.
Thank you for your wonderful help.
Thank you, Mama. Bon voyage. And remember, though, that 2 or 3 weeks after the last session, I offer free follow-up.
Okay.
And then we're gonna see what is the next step, just in case a person need to come back a couple of days. So we're gonna see what's going on. But usually people achieve around 60, 70, 80% improvement in 4 or 5 sessions. So that means with 8 we can get a 100% fibrosis removed.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Thank you.